Wow, this landscape is absolutely incredible. Just incredible. Hey guys, welcome back. Good to see you again. Yeah, Merry Christmas everybody. Can you believe it's already been another full year? Wow, just incredible how time flies. But I did take you guys to some pretty fantastic places this last year in 2022, and I'm looking forward to taking you to many more in 2023. Guys, before we get started, I wanted to say Merry Christmas to my family, to my mom. She lives in Wisconsin. Both of my sisters too, they both live in Wisconsin. And my brother, he lives out in Wyoming. Merry Christmas everybody. I hope Santa Claus brings you something extra special this year. All right guys, so what are we doing today? Well, I'll tell you what, before we get started, this place is so over the top. I want to give you guys a good look at this. So let's pull over for a second, get the drone up in the air. Let me show you this magnificent landscape. Okay guys, check this out. Isn't that incredible? Just spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So where are we at? Yeah, this is called Christmas Tree Pass, and it's located just a few miles to the northwest of Laughlin, Nevada. The road is in really good shape. Anybody with an SUV can come out here. There's hiking trails all over the place. Yeah, just a fantastic place to bring the family and friends, go for a hike. I'm just geeking out on it. I can't wait I hope I get a chance to get back here because I want to do a little bit of hiking myself. Yeah, all right guys, so real quick, I want to say thank you so very much to all of you who purchased a rock specimen last week. That's just awesome. We're going to be able to obtain that new drone for the channel, I mean, really darn quick with the way things are going. And to all of you who put some money into the channel's tip jar, thank you so much. I cannot believe your generosity. That's just awesome. Now I know that many of you may have not been able to, purchase a rock sample. Maybe the price got too high for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another 5 more specimens up for this coming week. So please, by all means, head on over there to Hidden Treasures Abound. The link is in the description area, and there's going to be another 5 available for this coming week. All right, so what are we doing today? I want to take you guys to a 1800s silver mine. That's when it got started anyways, back in 1868. And then fast forward to about the early to mid 1930s. That's when things really took off. And they got a tram up there. They were taking the ore off the side of the mountain with a tram line and then processing it somewhere else. But when I was looking through Google Earth, I could see that there's probably about, at least 3 or 4 different levels. Oh, we got a person here. 1 second, guys. Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 different levels from what I can see. So what I want to do today, it's about a 2-hour drive from this location to the west. So let's head on out there. I'm going to go ahead and start hiking the wash, and I want to get up to the very first waste rock pile. Hopefully the adits are going to be open. We'll start our adventure there at that one and then slowly work our way up the hill. It's going to be a heck of a day, guys. The hike into this is going to be grueling, especially with all my equipment and cameras I got to take with me. But that's okay. I think I'm up to it. I think I am. All right, guys, this is going to be a good one. Let's head on over there, and I'll meet you at the very first waste rock pile. See you there. All right, guys, hiked all the way up the side of the hill. Yeah, that was a good workout this morning. And brr, it's cold up here today. Boy, oh boy, it's colder than a snowman's carrot. Yeah, maybe it'll be a little bit warmer in the mine. I'm hoping so. Maybe we'll find a bunch of bats in there fluttering around, creating heat, because it's a chilly one out here today. Just look around. There's snow on the ground. It's not melting out in the areas where there's shadow from the hill right here. So from what I can see, this mine is going to have 3 levels. Okay, I believe where we're at right now is the 300. Once we go a little higher on the hill, then we got the 200, and then finally the 100. Yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of cross traffic on my radio this morning. So this here is this is the largest waste rock pile in the group. So we'll start with this at it and then work our way up the hill up to the 100 level. Now the reason that this waste rock pile is the largest is because, as always, the miners are dropping all that ore down through ore passes and ore chutes down to the one primary haulage level and then out the mountain. And I believe that that's what this is right here. That's why this pile is the biggest. Okay, guys. Gosh, I hope this one is open today. Yeah, I'm hoping I didn't get all dressed up with no place to go. So let's head on over here and see if we can get inside. All right, here we go. Let's see, where would this adit be? It's hiding. Yeah, it's hiding amongst all the material that has come down side of the hill over the years, because we're kind of in a wash right here. There we go. There it is. There it is. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Ooh, it's a big one too. Yeah, it better be for the size of that pile out there. All right, let's get some lights on the subject here. There we go. All right, guys. See if it's open. And let's look here. Aha. Open for business. Nice. Fantastic. All right. Let's get in here. All right. Looks like I'll be able to stand up in this one too. All right, so what am I seeing right now? Well, in front of me, looks like that could be an old scaling bar leaned up against the wall right there. We've got gobbing right here that they stacked up. Off to the left over there is a kerosene tin. And here's a little cove that the miners chiseled in. I know it's hard to kind of tell how big it is, but they chiseled that in right here at the portal. I wonder what they were using that for. Down here on the floor, the water that's been coming down the wash has been flowing right into the mine. So from time to time, this one gets wet. Yeah, it probably fills up with a big puddle right here. Okay, what do we have here? Bunch of old, oh, look at all the cans of Spam. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cans of Spam. What's that thing? What in the world is that? Yeah, there's the top. See? That's the top of a can of Spam right there. There's the key. Yeah. Okay. What do we have over here? Up. Bud Light. I must have had a girl exploring this mine the last time somebody was here. Okay. Let's look down on the floor. And yeah, we got a critter track. We sure do. Right there. Right here. That's a fresh one too. That looks like a possible coyote. He just kind of stepped up in here. Doesn't look like he went any further though. I'm not seeing any more. Let's peek on up there. See if we got any surprises coming at us. Doesn't look like it's going to be that way. And oh, good deal. It's good to get into a mine. Yeah, last week was kind of frustrating. Oh, give me a second here, guys. I'll set my camera down. I'm having a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction. There we go. Okay. So we're going through a whole bunch of limestone here. Now, this mine was supposed to be, from what I've read, well, there's been I've read multiple things. On some reports, I've read that this was a silver mine. Other reports, they were going after fluorite. So I'm definitely going to turn my UV light on. Oh, wow, look at what we have here, guys. Look at this. So it came straight in, and then it teed. Tees left, tees right. Big room. First, let's start by looking straight up. Look at the false floor that we've got right above our heads there. See that? So what they were doing is they were working a stope. And at one time right here, this was an ore pass as they worked this area out. And then above that, the wood up there, they wanted to keep working higher, but they didn't want to fall down into the ore pass, so they laid those timbers down. And on top of those timbers is a whole bunch of waste rock. Okay, so this right here is a perfect example of a abandoned mine hazard, because above that wood up there is going to be the floor of that stope. And if you were standing on it, you wouldn't even know that that's there, because it's going to be completely camouflaged. All it would look like is just normal rocky ground. We'll see if we can find that when we get up to the next level. All right, which way to go here in this big stope? I think I'm going to go to the right. Yeah, we'll see what's going on here. Well, there might just be some fluorite minerals in here. We'll kind of poke around here for a little while, then eventually I will turn my eventually I'll turn my UV light on and see what we can see. Oh, look here, fantastic. We got a winds. Nice. Let's see how deep it goes. Not very. Nope. Stops right there. That's it. Okay. Oh, this is exciting. Good deal. Okay, what else we have in here? Now, see how they're working the fault? Got our hanging wall off to the right. Yep. Okay. What else we have up in here? Look, here's another one. Right there. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get above that. See what's up there. Another false floor. What's up in here? We've got some slick and slide over our heads right there. See the scouring? Yeah, that's part of this fault as the rocks are rubbing together. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. All right, it's kind of curling around the corner here. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Okay, turning around. Boy, it's chilly. I should have worn my long underwear today. Yeah. As long as I keep moving around, making body heat, I'll be okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go back this direction. Looks like they were working, yeah, they were working all of this and then backfilling as they went. This was another old winds right there that's been backfilled with waste rock. I like the notches in that. That's cool. Not seeing any writing or load marks or anything like that. No. Now I did find a few square nails when I was coming up the hill. That makes me wonder if this thing does go back to the late 1800s. I think that all of this work that you're seeing here, this big stope, this was all being worked in the 30s and 40s. But it was probably first discovered in the late 1800s. Oh, look at here. Oh, little cuties. Look at these little cutie pies. Let me turn down the lights here. I don't want to blind them. Yeah, they're moving around a bit. I don't want to wake them up. Okay, let's get past that. They need to conserve their body heat. Wow. What I'm doing right now is looking above me. There's more of that cut and fill up there, which is going to be a false floor. It's going to be real interesting to see what we find on the 200 level. It sure is. Okay, another winds. And see how they backfilled it? So those boards that were back over there were probably here at one time, and they were working this. Then they repositioned everything. Yeah. Interesting. Another bat on the ceiling there. Huh. Okay. It splits. We got one going left, one going right. Hard to know what the primary is here. Yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to stay to the right here. We'll come back, we'll revisit that. The right hand drift right here seems to be following the fault. There's a little thing going off to the left, but it just stops right there. These rings down on the floor, see that one right there? And there's another one over here. Those are from barrels, water barrels. I did see footprints down on the floor there from the last people that were here. Okay. All right, here's an area. Let me show you this. Here's an area of real high mineralization that they were going after. So let's have a little bit of fun. This is a good spot to do it in. I'm going to turn my lights off. Okay. And we're going to turn this one off, make everything nice and dark. All right, let's get the UV up in there and see what we can see. Not really. Nothing really super popping. No, mostly it's just the UV light I'm seeing. Let's look up above my head here. Yeah. Most of what you're seeing glowing right there is, oh, I can't think of it now. Oh, geez, I hate it when that happens. All right, nope, can't really see anything. Sometimes the word just goes poof. All right, turn it around here. Let's look up that direction. What was going on over here? Nothing. Just goes up there and stops. All right, turn it around. Let's look over here. Low bridge. All right, where does this go? See the size of these drill holes? Right there. Yeah, definitely. Early 1900s. Okay. What's up here? Anything interesting? Yeah, it's just kind of wiggling all over the place. Look at this. Couple little exploratories there and there. Above my head here, they still have the hangers. And what's up here? What's it gonna do? Turn the corner? No, it's gonna stop right there. All right, turn it around. Calcite. That's the word I was looking for. My brain wanted to say chloride, and I was saying, no, it ain't chloride. Calcite. Okay. All right, guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set the camera down a little bit for a moment. There we go. And I'm going to take a little bit of time, shine my UV light around in here, see if I can find something interesting, okay? All right, I'll be right back. Okay, back again. No, nothing is standing out. No veins of fluoride or nothing. All right, turning here. We haven't been up this way yet. I'm guessing we've got strap rail down on the floor here, right there. This is probably our primary. Oh, wow. Wow, look at how they were just getting after it here. Chasing that margin right through there. Mm-hmm. Let's see here, one more time. Let's look up there. Let's turn that off. No. The only thing that's glowing in here is all the calcite, like right over here. Let's get closer to this. See how that pops right through there? Look at. Yeah, that's just all groundwater penetration is what that is. Okay. I'm gonna get my lights back on here. Okay, anything going this direction? No. All right, let's keep going. Huh. Well, maybe indeed this was silver. I'm not seeing any galena or anything like that. I'm seeing some brecciated rock here and there. But nothing really defined. I'm not seeing anything quite like that. Ooh, very interesting. Cool. Look at this. It splits again. Like, kind of turn it into a big honeycomb here. All right, one to the right, one to the left. Let's go right. Let's look over here first. Okay. Here we have a, right here used to be maybe an ore chute. They were attempting to put in a raise and then stopped. The boards going across the stalls are gone. The stalls are still stuck in place, but the boards that they were using for like scaffolding, think of it like scaffolding, those have been removed. Okay, and the humidity level just jumped up by about 10%, just like that. Getting some groundwater coming in somewhere. That's what does that, and it's probably right here. Yeah, right above my head. I'll show it to you. Let me back up. This crack, just like a cave feature here, probably works its way all the way to the surface. Okay, let's keep going. I'm keeping an eye on the floor. I don't think there's not going to be any false floors on this level. It's not till we get higher up, then I'm going to be very cautious. Okay. Yeah, more slat rail. Now it's starting to pick up. Well, that's interesting how they whittled this log down here with a notch in it. Okay. Let's keep going. On the corner. You know, the funnest part of this for me is when you turn those corners like that. You know, you just never know what you're going to see when you come around a corner. That's always fun. All right, here's an area that they backfilled a little bit. Yep. And see, you already know it's humid. There goes the laser. Yep, they did a little prospecting, exploratory in that little cove back there and left me a pile to climb over. All right, Mr. Laser, we really don't need you right now, but all right. Let's see here. Somebody wrote an arrow to find their way out right there on that board. There's somebody's lunch from a previous explorer. They walked all the way up here so that they can enjoy a can of sardines. Yummy. I don't know. I think it was me. I think I would get more enjoyment out of maybe a bologna sandwich. And that's it, guys. That's as far as it goes. All right. Turn it around. We got to go back and go up that other drift. See where that one goes. Well, it kind of makes sense why they have slat rail here. I mean, that's a heck of a lot easier to haul up that hill than big, solid iron rail. Yeah. Okay. Over the pile. Come on. There we go. let's get back over to, where's that other drift? It's just right up here. Yeah. Oh, I hate being hunched over. Oh. Yeah, when it comes to that, I'm a big complainer in that department. At least I wasn't. At least I'm not like 6'6". Yeah. Okay. Up and over. And here we are again. Okay. So we haven't been this way. What do we have here? So to the left, that's going to lead back to the main haulage at it. We haven't been this way yet. Ooh, it's a bit crumbly in here. Yeah, it sure is. Come on, laser, turn off. Yikes. Remnants from dynamite boxes. And that is about it. That's as far as this one goes. Okay, turn it around. Okay, guys, once again, I'll set the camera down for a second. And I'm going to poke around with the UV light. I'll be back. All right, back again. Still nothing. Nope. Okay. Let's go up this way. Yeah, what's up here? Is this the... Yeah, this is where we turned and split. So we should be headed... This should be the out right now. Should be. Okay, I'm just going to take you with me. Yeah. Just in case we see something interesting on the way out that we missed. Haha. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I can see all the pickaxe marks. So whatever they're going after here, it's not defined. It's definitely been dispersed in this layer right here. Look, it's about 4 feet across through here. Yeah. But the values were so low, they just gave up on it. See, that they just following that seam. And here it is. It picks up again right through here. Yeah. Yeah, could be silver. Once you crush it all down and refine it and go through all those various processes. Ooh, look at this. Look down there. Oh, they got some little skinny guy to go down there and clean that hole. Look at that. Wow. Huh. Oh, I see. Okay. So, yeah. They put that winds and then they drifted left and right down in there. And when they got done with it, then they backfilled it. Like with what you're seeing right here. See the piled rock? Instead of taking it out of the mine, they just filled up the hole. All right, now I'm starting to feel really chilly air. So we're near the portal, which is right here. So the next thing to do is to climb higher up on the hill, get up there to the 200 level, and see what we can see. And yeah, we're going to be real careful. We don't need to be falling through a false floor today. Okay, guys, I'm going to start heading up that way. I'll see you up there. Next week on Abandoned and Forgotten Places. Yeah, there's just adits popping out all over the place around here. Yeah, let's look up here. This is London Bridge right here. Right here, yeah, right about now is when it comes down, you know, flunk. Yeah, Gly the pancake.